If you haven't realised, we live in the sort of world where when people wake up in the morning, the very first thing that they do is check their phones before they make dua, before they make wudu, before they even say good morning to their spouses. So the Arabic student isn't really equipped for the real world until they know how to talk about losing and finding a phone in the Arabic language. So let's get into it. Assalamu alaikum everybody. I'm the Arabic teacher Sam, and a very warm welcome back to another video here on the Arabic with Sam channel. Once again, this is a video very kindly sponsored by Arabic Workshop. If you don't know, then you need to find out a bit more about Arabic Workshop, because this is an amazing new resource that I'm actually using with the Arabic in 60 Steps program, which is my program. If you don't know, these are the workbooks. Check them out. So Arabic Workshop, how are we working with them? So Arabic Workshop is really a listening library. It's a library of lessons that tend to go from lengths of sort of 30 seconds up to a few minutes. And sometimes you can learn hundreds of words actually within one lesson. And they're made out of these whiteboard animations where they'll teach a certain topic, right? We've been over ones previously about animals or travel or tourist destinations, or all kinds of stuff. It's an enormous library of up to, I think there's 11 levels in it. We have a particular lesson today on level 5. And yeah, so they're an amazing resource that you can bolt onto any of your current courses that you might be doing, whether it be the Medina books or the Gateway books. It's an amazing supplement to whatever grammar program you might be doing, just to bring more context and give some more life to your studies. So very kindly, the team have offered us 10% discount for all of you just for watching this channel. So you can go over there and you can just type in Arabic with Sam 10 to get 10% off. They have a lifetime plan, which I think is an absolute steal. You know, the price that it is for you to get access to it for your entire life, especially as they're continuously building this library, and the fact that I can give you a percentage off. You know, if it's the highest price product that they offer and you get a percentage off, you actually get a larger amount off, right? So I highly recommend going for the lifetime plan as well, because it's an absolute steal. وجدت هذا الهاتف تحت الطاولة هل بإمكانك فتحه بالرمز السري. This is the phrase that we've got going on today. So as I said, this is a little phrase from a lesson in level 5 in Arabic Workshop. So let's go through it kind of one word at a time, just like we normally do. So we begin with wajadtu. Wajada is one of these beginning weak verbs. We call them in sort of the Western tradition. They will begin with a well most of the time. There are some beginning weak roots that begin with a ya, but the number of them is far smaller. So there are other verbs that are like that. So wajada means he found, right? It's the verb to find. But there are others that are really important, like wasala, which means to arrive, or wasafa, which means to describe something. So wajadtu is in the past tense, and the tu on the end means I found, right? If you were to say he found, wajada, you found, wajadat. Sorry, she found, wajadat, you found, masculine, wajadta, you feminine, wajadti, and I found, wajadtu. So what did I find? وجدت هذا الهاتف. هذا الهاتف. So I found this هاتف. You will probably find other words in Arabic for telephone. I remember when I was in Palestine, we always used the word jawal for telephone, but it is a more fusha word to say هاتف. There's people may also say telephone or mobile. I've heard those as well, but those are obviously just borrowings from English. So هذا الهاتف, and it's going to be هاتفة because it's the object of وجدت. It's the thing that you found. So أين وجدت هذا الهاتف? Where did you find this هاتف? وجدت هذا الهاتف تحت الطاولة. So تحت is a preposition. It means underneath. تحت, the opposite of فوق, which would be on top of. الطاولة, so the طاولة is a table. الطاولة. Again, there are other words in Arabic for it that you might hear, like I think like طرابيزة is one that I've heard in Arabic before, but الطاولة with a ta مربوطة on the end is kind of our fusha word for table. So yeah, so I found this phone under the table, and then they ask a question. هل بإمكانك? So it's obviously a question to a woman, right? Because we have ki on the end. So you could say هل بإمكانك if it's a man, right? But your imkan is your ability to do something. Okay, is your ability to do something. So هل بإمكانك? Is it in your ability? Yeah, the bit is like saying by. Is it by your ability? بإمكانك, or it'd be إمكانك. It's in this case it's إمكانك because it's to a woman, but it'd be إمكانك if it was to a man. هل بإمكانك فتحه? Is it by your ability? It's opening. فتحه. The verb فتح يفتح. فتح means to open something. So هل بإمكانك فتحه? Is it in your ability, the opening of it, or its opening, بالرمز السري? Some nice, useful words there, actually. So is it in your ability to open it with or by the rams السري? Rams means like the... a rams really is a symbol. If something is ramzi, it means it's kind of symbolic. You can use that term in literature and stuff. But an asirri means means a secret, means something to, but sirri means it's secret, right? It's an adjective, right? It's saying it's like the secret symbol, the secret code or whatever. It's just a way of describing, you know how with a phone, like how you open it with a secret sort of symbol or code or whatever on your phone. That's what it's talking about. So yeah, so that's what it's talking about. So yeah, a sirri. If something is sir, it's a secret, and asrar is the plural meaning secrets, and I think that is some useful vocabulary from this quick little lesson. Just wants time to run through it. وجدت هذا الهاتف. I found this phone, specifically a mobile phone, is a هاتف تحت الطاولة, underneath the table. هل بإمكانك فتحه بالرمز السري? If we're literally translating it, we'd say something like, is it by your ability, its opening by means of the secret symbol, or by the secret code or whatever. But obviously what it really means is do you know how to open it? That's what you'd probably say in English, because that's kind of proof. That's proof that it is actually the person's phone, right? That's how you would authenticate that it is the person's phone, if they know the secret, if they know the rams sirri. So that is everything for this short little video. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to like and share it. And also, if you're interested in joining Arabic Workshop, do not hesitate to go over and use the coupon code ArabicWithSam10 to get yourself 10% off. See you guys in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.